And you don't want to have a bristleback, because then you go into extended fights, and that's where Death Prophet kind of shines. You want to burst her down. You don't want to take these fights that...
So both of the two supports just sitting here doesn't really benefit anybody, and that's why Febi's going to go stack the jungle as much as he can. And I anticipate the Darkseer rotating. Like, as soon as he has struggle in the lane.
Oh, middle lane. Universe going to TP himself over. The shards will actually push Universe a little bit close towards that tower, but not close enough. He takes damage. So the Invoker will be the first blood. There's no Spirit Siphons, or actually, well, no mana available for it. Right.
Yeah, PPD is going to be there.
But they find a better target. So a smoke move from Dubu as well as Febi.
Oh, this was...
They're coming down to bottom lane. But at the same time as Universe TPs to go for the Darkseer, he backs himself outside of the Sprout, and with the Surge, he's back towards the tier 1 tower. With the Fairy Fire, he'll actually survive from the support. It's rotated in. Can they find enough damage onto Fear? Maybe with the Paralyzing Cast, they can have a crack over at Arteezy. Is the extra Iron Shell being thrown out? Okay, yep, they do actually kill Throw Ranger and MP. What a time to rotate on that Invoker. Dubu's trying to have a crack over a Fear. They don't actually have Malediction, so the chance of this working is low until they have that. Fear failing on the TP out. Forev trying to stay in close. Grave Shield giving the extra movement speed. Universe going to TP down as well. Arteezy's arrived to the fight too, but Fear down to 13 HP. He'll survive in the Sprout, locking in Forev. He cannot escape himself out of this one. PPD's not even manages to catch out Dubu, but he's back into the staple of like someone who plays Draw Ranger doesn't care if he dies. Arteezy is most definitely that. Tornado going to fly out, Shard as well. The EMP going to burn out all of PPD's mana. Thanks to the Cold Snap, he never got the Fissure off. So a nice little movement there for a kill. Fissure for control.
Get the angle here.
The Tornado's going to fly up with the EMP. So Death Prophet gets the ulti off. The Shards try and block out Sumail. Unsuccessful at doing so on the Familiars. MP, oh, he's going to TP out. There's no stun near it. He's out to save him, but the Familiars catch Febi as well as Dubu. Paralyzing Cast will bounce around. They've already lost the Tuskar, and that Spirit Siphon going onto the back of the Witch Doctor. It will not reach him to do the last bit of damage, however. But you will still...
P once again.
Here we go. A
If it
3-man
didn't work
snowball in.
3 times.
They can just go in. Oh, this is going to be a solo snowball for in on Draw Ranger. She's got no mana to speak of anyway, and the back, the control's too good. He should die from the fall of the Tornado. And this now means that MVP can take their first tier 1 tower of the game as well. 2 charges of dust over on PPD. But he'll probably want to be using that for the Ghost Walk. Now, EMP Tornado. Who do you really catch? It's going to be Universe. The Shards lock him in nicely. The follow-up Snowball. And the jump in from QO. Caught Fear on the back lines. Millie's making this a little bit harder for him. He's inside the Shadow Dance with the Gust back. QO needs to get himself out of this one. It's a 1-for-1 trade-off so far with a problem for the Tuskar. But with extra help of Sumail, he just wipes through, getting himself a double kill on the back of the Crypt Swarm, killing off that poor little Slark as Dubu into the...
Yeah, this is a really nice setup from EG, and this is exactly what we're talking about. That might prove to be an issue for MVP. Just when you go for the fight like this,
Forev
okay,
went for a double, and then the Fissure, the Familiars again, perfectly positioned here by Fear. PPD's on the chase after MP, but it's the Prophet TP forward from Universe. He's got Sprout available just to ensure that Invoker does not run away. And Evil Geniuses, time and time again, they're catching out MVP, and MVP are willingly letting themselves get caught.
yeah, it's not out either, so it's really hard for MVP to get any sort of rotations going. That's
Area snipe?
pretty key for them. As Arteezy's just going to get gone on and killed.
QO, it looks almost too easy for him to do this. He does use his Shadow Dance. And that's kill off Roshan. Now he's pretty damn low already. They need to get themselves in there. QO pulling himself forward, chasing up after Arteezy. The Fidget Drum creates some space with the Shadow Dance. QO can keep fighting, but the Witch Doctor Death Ward doesn't really do enough. Now Forev with a great zoning wall. EG will have a hard time fighting here inside the river, but then again, they're still underneath that Ollie of Sumail. They need to kill him off, and they've done so. Arteezy also very, very low on life. He was blocked in by Universe's own Sprout. It looked like he was actually isolating out the Tuskar at the same time. But a perfect Fissure. These Familiars, they have been picked off with Dubu signed on too quickly, and Fear just re-summons the Echo Slam, helping with the extra damage. It's still a 2-for-2 trade-off. MP versus Universe, but Universe currently with a better advantage ground. He'll have his Sprout up in 1 second time. Can he actually lock MP in? He's a little bit too far away with a Cold Snap, but MP turn. It means he now comes in range with the Familiars following. The perfect drop down. Does QO get it too? Yes, he will. He finds that kill over. A solo one on the Draw Ranger. It's off cooldown again, but MVP, they've managed to basically loop themselves around the back. PPD is the isolated one, but in comes QO once again. Roshan solo. He's almost at the EMP in a really great position. PPD is going to be out of mana. and the death wall from Dubu in a great position. Will be almost a full duration out for him, hitting everyone from EG, but it's still a 1-for-1 trade-off. And Dubu needs to get himself away from Sumail. Very difficult to do. His paralyzing cast will come back off cooldown now, but if he turns for this one, yeah, he was dead anyway. It'll create space for the rest of his team. Speaking of which,
if anything, I feel like you just go Scotty into BKB, and then it's almost impossible for Kyo to die in a game like this.
well, Kyo jumping in again on Arteezy. Pounds himself where safety. PPD was waiting for him with the fissure. Forev was able to actually get his greaves off, but Kyo the back, the wall on the floor. PPD caught in that one, and Kyo will go down with extra TP arriving in from the Nature's Prophet. But the revenge was the fact that every single person of EG was cloned. Most of the rest of the waves is there.
Yeah, without the glyph available, this makes it really hard for MVP to hold.
There's the exit from Kyo. He's straight in again. Forev getting stunned up, gusted as well. Then PPD with that fissure. How to find him too, but Sumail not in the greatest position of all, but the Tusker, I don't think he really wanted to willingly snowball himself in this one, but Febby way too deep. EG just backed up when they saw the snowball coming, and now they can just reinsert into the top lane. And the MP Tornado, MP is really stalling this game up as much as he possibly can. Duo again potentially caught out. Spirit, Siphon, and Silence. He can't just pounce himself away. The vac and now paralyzing Cask means Sumail isn't a little bit too deep himself, and then just keeps bouncing onto him. EG having a hard time getting out of this one. Duo forward, and then bounce back for PPD! In with the Echo Slam! He needs more follow-up damage. In the end of the day, it looks good. Finish up that Octarine core on the Death Prophet, and the other one's headed over to Fear. Fear, has the Aghanim Scepter. Previously, he went for the Shiva's Guard as his next major item. But then coming to fight him, as, looks like already the Drow Ranger picked up by QO. Silenced again. This Pounce, like he just goes into Shadow Dance, pounces forward onto PPD. He's still going to get stunned up, but now with the Death Wall, the paralyzing cast, EG or either PPD will drop. You do lose the Witch Doctor, but it's a 2-for-1 trade-off for your MVP.
This is going to be pretty good for them as maybe they can even push into this top lane, but Universe is already going.
Oh, QO, great catch. Finding Sumail, he needs a little bit more help right now. He's still got 18 essence shifted, and Forev will help him finish the job. Quick run forward, and that's a minute without Sumail's buyback. I don't know if they can really force much more, considering Nature's Prophet's already added a lot of pressure on the top lane, and they still want to defend that melee. They can at least grab tier 2 because of that grab.
Definitely okay for MVP so far. They lose the courier.
The smoke. He actually breaks the smoke. To their detection, they have dust available, but Febby, TP's out in the tree line. They see it. The fissure. He's on the other side. Currently silenced. He's got snowball available, but with Crypt Swarm, they do catch him out.
That was a little.
Now to escape from that.
Yeah.
Now there's more trouble for Dubu. They're going to worry about this, about the warning. Like, they're being watched too closely. Dubu, Maledict's Surf on Universe, the paralyzing cast. He doesn't get a long duration off on that death wall, but Universe still dropping fairly. Was a little bit too far north. And it's also not going to matter. Roshan's going to go again the way here of Evil Geniuses. The Sunstrike, it sees it, but it can't stop it.
And I would really.
Dubu. The familiar smoke breaks first. He kites himself around the top of the tree line, so they don't perfectly get the initiation off. Now PPD, the observer orders down, so they did see Dubu run to the west side. Forev, they actually catch Universe out of position, not with that Sprout, actually pushing QO away. Giving them some room to move. QO wants to go in again, jumping forward with that PDKB. This time it's a guaranteed kill over on PPD. He moves to Arteezy as well. There's no lead for another 2 seconds until the count at the end of the moment, and there it is. Jumping on top of Arteezy, take away that bonus as well as the Aegis Immortal, but the exorcism is up and doing some serious work here for Sumail. He'll have the buyback coming in from the Darkseer. Febby with a snowball, the TP out, he'll have the time. Familiars won't get the stuns off, and QO back in the engagement. You've got the Deafening Blast pushing back Fear in the back into a big wall, catching up 4 players from EG. You've still got Sumail doing too much damage. They'll isolate him on the side. Thanks to that ice wall, actually does absolutely nothing. He's on the back of a haste rune. Finally, they'll send him up into the air and bring him down, and QO wants to find him. The Exorcism was about to wear off a QO. He finds the kill, but on bottom lane, Universe doing radish.
Really like it if you could start getting some objectives out of this. Like, the next Roshan is going to be pretty crucial for them, and they're going to run into Arteezy here.
QO missing on the pounce. That leash could have meant so much for him, the fissure. Well, it goes out, and now they'll snowball forward with QO, really wanting to get that kill on Arteezy. The Sunstrike arrives from MP. They've got him down for 55 seconds. Blink, though. A dire Observer Ward is allowing QO to know exactly what he is up against. And now, well, he jumps forward. He uses the device limit of space, but Sunstrike right on top of PPD. QO again. And he really doesn't care about this beacon. Ball from Forev, catching out two, Fear included. They have to get out of here, MVP, because Universe are coming in. And do they have enough protection? Forev's doing everything he possibly can to charge it. She's pushing QO outside of his round. Now the death ward. Dubu will be stopped with the paralyzing cut. Did so much work. Now Samel hits the deck. Who's going to go down? Still not Febby. Someone hardly anyone for MVP. They're actually surviving. Samel will also find that kill. They finally bring down the Darks. Man, MVP, they feel so hard to put down. Universe? Universe? Hello? Goodbye.
I feel the opposite. I'm wondering decided to go for the Ags in this game, whereas most Nature's Prophets
MVP. They smoke up as well. They're coming down. Devrom's going to be revealed. Febby with the instant punch. Can they get the control? No, PPD with the Echo Slam. Dubu's going to die before this fight even begins. And Universe on the backlines. QO is trapped inside the tree line. He can't get back out again. There's a death pit to the snowball. That'll give him the space to shut it ends away to safety. But Febby has to sacrifice himself for the greater good. And yes, QO is. There's a secondary one. He will get out to safety. But the middle lane is being attacked. These familiars. Rats with wings right now.
MVP playing from behind. Somebody has to go deal with the top lane, meaning if EG kind of focus on this bottom lane, that they're always going to have the advantage in numbers.
This is a nice way for QO to do it. The BKB meaning the Gus doesn't push him back. And that is no Arteezy for a full minute. Keep your eyes on that bottom lane as well. The dire observable from MVP. They knew exactly where PPD in Universe was. He'll go for the Sprout, but he's still perfectly visible. They'll flip him like a pancake. And EG will lose 3 heroes in very quick...
Much depends on these two cores. That's kind of the downside of MVP's lineup, Toby, is they rely so heavily on the Spark and the Invoker, whereas everybody from EG is continuing to scale.
Line. This time they don't have the dire observer ward just sitting on the hillside. But QO, well, they find a target. The pounds get a little bit off. They're going after Fear. Samel's been able, but that paralyzing cast isolating these two heroes. Even with a fissure, at least keeps Dubu out. He won't be able to find that kill. QO is the first one to spill the blood. And again, this Darkseer backwall causing chaos. And Universe barely escapes. The snowball is still forward, and now the Death Prophet. They will test and see if they can get through him. That bloody Ghost Scepter with a Yule Scepter right behind it. They just can't deal the damage. But QO now we can. A double kill for him, bringing down the big one, bringing down Samel.
To go for towers, and they should be able to pick up PPD here, but there's no external objectives that I feel like they can go for in time.
MP, there it is, as you said. Cold Snap, EMP, shot to fly out, PPD, chance of survival, absolutely none. Slark will actually find that pick off himself. That's now 10 kills for Q on Febby, as well as 0-10 over on PPD. That's the base is in trouble with MVP. They meteorite it, they take care of most of it. But again, another range Rax will drop, only that you try and commit to that one, but you could have just thrown out the Abyssal Blade and had a crack at it. No, this is top lane. PPD, jump in, Echo Slam, Forev, he's real damn tanky, and he's still got the Greaves as well as the protection. Will it be enough? There's your Greaves. He's also got that Crimson Guard triggered off. Shiva's up in 1 second time. Universe keeps the control up, and they will find the kill on Forev.
And again, that's what we were talking about. Whenever
Here comes MVP again. That top lane, though. You can't stop the split push momentum, but this you can kill off. QO, this time you'll actually commit, actually the Abyssal Blade. It was just a basic bash. Lark will take it. And it's a godlike streak now for QO. 11-2-7. Roshan's about 30, maybe 40 seconds away from spawn time.
Oh, he's gonna nap the courier.
Oh, not again. Is this now the 3rd time that Dire Courier has died?
I think it's the 2nd, but Universe is... and he is annoying them, and PPD is going to go down too. I think this is going to be MVP's time to
up. Like, they're smoked up, but they must not be 100% certain what's going on. Roshan still ticking down, now below 1,000. So QO, he'll find the kill, the back wall, catch down 2. PPD looking for Dubu with a 4-star back. QO, he's trying to get rid of PPD with the Echo Send going off. Dubu's going to find him on the back corner, so PPD, he'll trigger around from the Malediction. Meanwhile, Universe, he's got himself a double kill. That back in the mid lane is
putting up the map. Nothing too new here, and Forev, he's got to be careful.
He's way too far up. Universe going to get this first hex off from Forev. Well, is he going to come back? There's the 4-star. They need another one. Fabi's going to grant it. They barely get him out, and QO will arrive. Starpatchy looking for the initiation shard. Snowball forward. Universe is the man in the front lines. They're going for it. Universe gets his BKB off. Sprout starts the TP. They got the Death Ward. Universe, so much damage. He pops to the Invoker. They've also got the Familiars surrounded.
He's trying to look for a pickoff on his own. He does have that Hex available. And Arteezy, we talked about it, he has almost no survivability. TPD is going to be found out here. Almost immediately goes down, and Arteezy's being pinged out. But with Universe dead, they could actually go for this now. This bottom...
Any kind of ability he possibly can. I'm wondering if he's even trying to bait out PPD's Echo.
I think what's really happening right now is they're just going for the slow siege. Just
really great catch. They caught Arteezy on the sideline. Duo's there. He bounced back in. The stun strike again from MP. The perfect position. Duo just wants the tower. He's still got the Aegis model. Forev caught in the back line by Fear, but then again, Fear doesn't have enough damage to really kill off Forev. They're force-staffing out here, MVP. The shards to block the red damage from Akuro. Needs that space to try and regenerate himself up away from the rest of EG. Able to do so, and there's the count. They found Arteezy again on the back of the leash. Arteezy will be controlled. The door pistol blade charge. Remember the Aegis model. Akuro wants to commit and win the snowball. They're able to do so. Fear with a fresh resummon. They'll flip him again with that Walrus punch, and Fear will go down. The Familiar's trying to make as much space as possible, but EG, the Invoker will be the defense man. The buyback comes out from the Visage, but that melee ranks on bottom lane. It will be forfeit, and there's actually 54 minutes in. You've lost so many lanes of frag, but it's the first melee one to drop. Aegis is gone from Cure. He has to be very defensive now. Get the hell out there and repair your base.
Really patient by MVP. They played this so well. They finally look for their one opportunity
himself. So he's assuming this siege is going to last a while. He's actually picking up the Monkey King bar, so that Solar Crest of Fear is no longer going to stop QO from inflicting damage. He just keeps going and going. Why not? When you've got easy regeneration outside the vision of EG, they drop down the meatball over on top of Sumail, and the Echo Slam out from PBD, catching free. The snowball is there for a quick protection, and PBD goes into a protected for the moment. Sumail, he triggers off the exorcism, but he's already fairly low, and QO with it back! They've got him! 2 heroes down! This could be it right now. Again, they're in. The buyback will come out from Sumail. Universe on the front line. He's down as well. The Monkey King bar. He'll fly out at the moment for Rev. Well, they're all just backing up again. MVP, they haven't lost anyone.
Back available, but MVP, they smell blood. They're immediately going to go for this. With no glyph available, look how quickly Hugo just cuts through that. All it would take is one initiation.
The 3-man smash into a huge snowball. There it is! MVP! They're going to see if they can bring down the Death Prophet as well. MP's there, doing as much damage. Sumail will dodge it. Universe is actually doing a lot of revenge damage into that Darkseer. Dubu, the protection's out, but Forev and Febby have already been lost. Dubu as well. Universe pumping out a crap ton of damage by QO. He's back into the fight, and Universe life is now forfeit, as well as his mid-racks. What can really even be traded off right now? The Death Prophet's alive, but there's no exorcism. The bottom lane's been held at bay, so is the top lane. And you got 2 lanes of racks. The only thing that stops MVP from taking this game is an off by Forev himself. He is the ultimate support right now, and then PPD, he just goes on QO, the BKB, it gets off in time, he initiates, he finds Arteezy! Man, he gets mobbed with a double kill. This could be the game right now. Forev's back to the front lines. They need Sumail to do some serious lifting right now, but a back wall again from Forev. Too good. Febby's all over him, and that will be the death of the Death Prophet. Even with the Eels up, he's actually got Ghost Scepter as well. MP taking a lot of damage from this. Universe locked inside the ice wall. Febby back in, and now QO also re-engages. It's going to be a team wipe. MVP, they have made to do it and take game 1 in this grand final against Evil Geniuses. It's a full best of 5, so it's definitely not over yet, Blitz.
I cannot believe that MVP won this game. They were so patient with everything that they did. And this is a completely different team than one that EG destroyed at Shanghai. And I talked to QO, he said, that kind of broke our confidence, but they come swinging in game 1. Unbelievable.
And MVP Phoenix, you learn a lesson if you haven't learned it yet. Never doubt the Koreans. They're looking absolutely amazing, but they got to keep going. This is only game number 1, and it's a full best of 5 to take the title of Dota.